I went to the student bathroom and found a newborn baby in the trash can. I'm a high school English teacher and I almost peed myself in front of my class. When class ended, I practically ran to the bathroom. The staff bathroom was too far, so I ducked into the single stall near the gym, the one students use. I locked the door, and that's when I heard it, a tiny sound, almost like a whimper. I scanned the room but didn't see anything. Then I heard it again, coming from the trash. My stomach dropped before I even opened the lid. It was a baby, newborn, covered in blood and God knows what else. Its lips were turning blue. Its chest was barely moving. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. Then the baby moved. It was alive. I yanked off my cardigan and wrapped the baby as tight as I could. I held it against my chest and burst out of the bathroom screaming for help. Everything after that was chaos. The nurse came, then the principal, then paramedics. They took the baby from my arms and I just stood there, shaking, blood on my shirt, trying to remember how to breathe. That's when Principal Davies pulled me aside. "Let's keep this contained," he said, his voice low. "Don't talk to anyone about what you saw." I stared at him. "There's a girl somewhere in this building who just gave birth. She's bleeding. She needs help. We don't know it was a student. It was in the student bathroom." He put his hand up. "Let's not start a panic. The police will handle it. Your job right now is to go back to your classroom and say nothing." He walked away before I could respond. I watched him go, and something clicked in my chest. He didn't care about the girl. He cared about the school, about the story, about keeping this quiet. I couldn't do that. I started with Brianna Mills, a student who knows everything about everyone. If there was a rumor, she'd heard it. I caught her by the lockers. "Brianna, I need to ask you something." She looked up, already half smiling. "What's up? Did you hear anything today? About someone being pregnant? Or sick?" Or the smile disappeared. "No, Brianna." I said no. She grabbed her bag and walked away fast. Too fast. Brianna Mills doesn't walk away from gossip. She runs toward it. Something was wrong. Next was a student named Claire. Quiet, observant, sat in the back of every class and noticed everything. I found her in the library. "Claire, can I talk to you for a second?" She didn't look up from her book. "About what?" "I think you know." Her hands tightened on the pages. "I don't know anything." "Claire, please. A girl in this school needs help." She finally looked at me. Her eyes were red, like she'd been crying. "I can't," she whispered. Then she grabbed her stuff and left. I was running out of options. I tried one more. "Raya." She was in the hallway talking to friends. "Raya, I need to ask you something." She turned around, arms crossed. "Why are you asking me?" "I'm asking everyone." "Well, I don't know anything. And honestly, it's kind of weird that you're interrogating students." She looked at her friends and laughed. "Shouldn't the police be doing this?" Dead end, dead end, dead end. I stood in the empty hallway, heart pounding. No one was talking. Either they didn't know, or they were too scared to say. There was only one option left. The security office was supposed to be locked, but I knew the security guard took his smoke break at 3:15. I had maybe 10 minutes. I slipped inside. The monitors were still on. Footage from every hallway in the building. I found the camera outside the bathroom and rewound. Girls walking in and out. Nothing unusual. Then I saw her. 2:47 p.m. A girl walked into the bathroom. 3:12 p.m. The same girl walked out. 25 minutes. I paused the footage and leaned closer. When her face came into focus, my whole body went cold. She was the last person I would have suspected. Grace Mitchell. The girl who wore long skirts and a cross necklace every single day. Straight A's and the quietest girl in the school. I wondered, why would she do this? I made my way to her classroom and peered through the door. She was sitting at her desk, taking notes. Like nothing had happened. Like she hadn't just given birth in a bathroom 2 hours ago. I asked the teacher to send her out. When Grace stepped into the hallway, she was pale, moving slow, wincing with every step. She saw my face and froze. "I know," I said quietly. "I saw the footage. I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to help." Her lip trembled. "Please don't call my father. Please don't call anyone." There was something in her voice. Not just fear, terror. "Grace," I said carefully. "Who did this to you? Who's the father?" She didn't look up. Her voice came out barely a whisper. "My dad is. He's our local pastor." I took her hand. "You're safe now." I called CPS.